Hello and welcome back to another One Piece video. So today we have Lucci versus Marco. I'm still kind of new to Marco, so I wanted to test against all of the matchups. And I thought Lucci would be a really good leader to practice against since he's still really dominant even without stage. So first couple turns, I'm just spamming leader ability as much as possible to filter, and then swinging in 8 at lead here, which Lamb takes. But in his 4 Dawn turn, doesn't seem like he has a great 4 Dawn turn to follow up on, so let's see what he can do to get some board presence here. Luckily for him, the leader swing does mill something that Rebecca can pick up. So he just picks up the Rebecca and plays down the Spandam. I didn't catch this during the game, but he actually should have played the Spandam sideways. That way I could have actually cleared both characters here. It didn't matter too much because I end up clearing the Rebecca anyways, but yeah, definitely a slight misplay there. So here I actually went down to 2 life because I wanted to have Marco's ability live to reset himself or revive himself, but I get absolutely cooked by the 6-drop Brook here. And this is what I'm talking about, where I don't think the game state would have changed too much if he played this Phantom sideways or not, because I'm able to leader ability, lower the Brook down by 2,000, and then use Fire Fist to clear out both of his bodies here. So swinging in 6k at lead, and then it gets countered out, playing down the Sanji's Pilaf to try to refill some cards in my hand. But it's not looking good for us. I went in under the strategy to try to stay at 2 life so that my Marco can get a lot of value, but I didn't realize that Lamb was playing the 6-drop Brook. So yeah, being able to trash my Marcos does feel really bad. And on top of that, he gets to play a Gecko on curve, so it's not looking good for us. I wonder if so he actually doesn't get too big of a board, which is great for us. He only drops down the Brook from the Rebecca. It would have been tougher if he just dropped Lucci's just for the sake of it, because Marco actually has a hard time dealing with 6k and above bodies, since the 5-drop Marco can only KO up to 3k. So here I drop the Rayleigh, reducing the Gecko by 3 and the Brook by 2, and KOing the Brook. And then a 6k swing into lead here that gets blocked by the Rebecca. So I'm not feeling too threatened here, but at the same time, Lamb does have a really big grip in his hand, so I know he's going to be coming back with a lot of gas. Keep in mind that Gecko is at 6k this turn, so his crackback isn't too bad. But still, 6k swings are really tough, since he just needs to attach 1 Dawn to force 2 cards out of my hand. Yeah, the thing about Lucci without stage 2 is that 8 cost bodies are still pretty easy for him to deal with. All he needs is 1 Tempest Kick or Ice Age, because I know that Lucci's do run Ice Ages now, and he'll be able to clear it relatively easily with the Lucci. So I think that's exactly what he's going to do. Reduces my Rayleigh down to 5, and the leader reducing it to 4. And he ends up playing down the Rebecca. I think he's going to do a Spandine combo. definitely going to do Spandine into Khalifa or something like that to reduce him down to 2. But right now he's just counting his CP, making sure he has enough for the play. So yeah, the Spandine gets picked up by Rebecca, getting played out, and then he plays out the Khalifa. And now my Rayleigh is in range for Rob Lucci, so once Robert hits the board, I will have no board, and I'm looking pretty much cooked here. Yeah, it's really tough to try to fight for board presence when I wasn't able to clear his early game too well. But at the same time, I think he like quadruple developed 2 turns in a row. It's really, really tough to try to clear that as Marco. So a 6k swing actually connects on me. I messed up with the Fire Fist play. I actually ditched a 0 cost event when now looking back, I definitely should have kept it just because I did have a lot of top end in my hand. So having that extra counter definitely would have helped me stay a little healthier throughout the game. So I decided to hard play the ace instead of making a Sanji play here because I thought that I needed to really get rid of this gecko. And so my Marco and ace reduces the gecko down to 4, allowing ace to swing 8 into the gecko here. So looking back on this play too, slight misplay on my part. I swung 6k at leader. Probably should have just cleared his Khalifa when I had the chance, because now he can kind of just split his Dawn and go for lethal here. And I think that's what he does. But even if he didn't have that Khalifa, he definitely would have just put me at 0 life or 0 cards in hand with all the counter I had. So with the 9k swing, eats up 3 cards out of my hand. And then a 7k swing with Khalifa connects. And that's that. Yeah, so I was pretty bricked up, but yeah, if Marco doesn't see his cards early game, it's really hard to keep up with something as strong as Lucci. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.